Aloha kako, what is up? Welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Hoku, and welcome back if you've already subscribed. Mahalo for being here, taking time out of your day or evening to come join me for another Mindful Mirror Talk, as I like to call it, where I just take a moment to connect with self and spirit and see what needs to be brought up, what needs to be spoken in the way of truth-seeking and truth speaking. Yeah, I want to start off this video by just saying again, mahalo for being here. I'm full of gratitude today. I've just been kind of on this trip of not going so deep into things, not overthinking, overanalyzing, just going with the flow. I feel like when we do that, we're really tapping into our intuition and allowing divine energies to guide us and protect us throughout every day. So that's where I'm starting off, with just gratitude for another day that I can be here for self, for family, and for you guys. It is actually the 19th as I'm filming, so this is full moon energy, and you know, I try not to look too deep. Like, I don't want you guys to think this is a channel where I'm attempting to be a guru. I'm literally channeling higher to lower self, source energy into the creation that is me. Which is very connected, as we all should aim to be, with earth, creation, nature. That is just a physical manifestation of the consciousness of source that created us. And I like to just come on here and sort of enjoy my time to myself as I sit and reflect on things as they come up. It's basically a way for me to talk to my motherfucking self without really talking to myself and looking too crazy, you know. Yes, I'm documenting it in a sense, but it's because usually in our moments alone is when we are our most authentic, and so that's kind of why I want to film myself speaking on matters that I feel resonate with the growth process, the healing process within, but also resonates with you out there watching. So whether this is, you know, received in the present time or the present day, or whether it is received days, weeks, months from now, whatever the case may be, I trust that this video finds you guys in wellness, health, abundance of guidance and protection and love, truth, overall just in wellness of overall spiritual growth. Anyway, as I'm trying to focus my thoughts, let me take a sip of this coffee. Usually I do not drink coffee just because I'm one of those little jittery creatures who doesn't like to be too stimulated or too overstimulated by coffee and caffeine, because I feel like it just makes me like a hyper little freaking chihuahua or something, you know. But I needed to pick me up today because I'm giving a lot of energy, and this is just a temporary fix to kind of keep me going for the day, as I am trying to be mindful of the fact that yes, I'm a mother and I have to be mindful of my time. So I want to make the most of my time and come with some energy for you guys, and I don't want to be on my channel all dead. So I'm going to be sipping on some coffee. Every day that we wake up, every day that we're given more life with all the senses of sight and smell and taste and hearing and intuition, like every day that we're given these gifts within ourselves to process our life and the connection that our spirit has with the energy around it, you know, is a day to be grateful and just be joyful as well. Shift your present perspective from the I can'ts and I don't want to's and the I'm not sure if I can blah blah blah, like I'm not sure if I have enough, yada yada yada, whatever the dialogue that you have within yourself today in this very moment that you're watching this. Take a minute, take 5 minutes, whatever your day allots, to be able to breathe in and be mindful of your breath and that oxygen flowing through your body and into crevices and spaces within you that are blocked, that are stagnant, that are stuck in past energy that is stunting your growth, your development as a person and as a spirit. Yeah, let go of that. And we talked about this in my last video. So yes, release, surrender self to higher purpose by letting go of the shit that be holding us down and back from getting ahead, moving forward, flowing forward onto the path and in the directions that we need. So yeah, that's where we're at today. And hopefully my face looks okay. I did take some time, as you can see with the transition, that I took some time to pull myself together, because although I'm not essentially a beauty channel like I kind of started off as being, we're in my beauty space, and I notice when I sit down and I get myself ready, because I washed my face, did a steam, picked at some pimples and shit, and then did my skincare, and then decided to take some time and do my makeup, because I don't want to come on here rushed, feeling haggard, looking tired, even if I'm not, which today I am a little bit, and that's why I have my coffee. But I don't want to come on here looking defeated, in a sense, which is what I feel like I look like when I don't take the time for self-care and self-love to make myself presentable, because it's not necessarily for you guys, it's for self. We're doing a mirror talk, and I want to see myself in a better light. And when I'm looking in the mirror and I'm just literally seeing, girl, you getting enough sleep? You okay, girl? Like, it's probably the questions people would ask if they see you. It's not that makeup makes everything right. It's just that coming forth with a more presentable, poised, crown-wearing essence and aura really sets your tone. And like I said, like let's shift our perspective and our mindset in this present moment, to be filled with more joy. And to me, I feel joyful. I feel ready to face the day when I've taken that time of self-care. For some people, makeup ain't the thing, and I'm not telling you to go ahead and slap on some fucking makeup and feel like a clown. I'm just saying, this is my space, this is my time to connect with self and spirit, and really give you some courage, some encouragement and inspiration to do the same, to reflect on whatever's on your mind, whatever's coming out, but that you might not be able to channel or to speak on with your everyday group of family and friends, or whatever the case may be. So, and I'm also a Capricorn, so I'd be a little extra like that. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling, but I'm really just taking the time to get things off my chest. So, with that said, I want to just pull a card from this Whispering Woods guidance deck. And my intention with the die that I was originally going to say is I'm just going to roll and see how many cards I meant to pull. Now, there's two. There's one inside the other, so maybe I'll just count if it's not too high. I'll see. We're going to get there. We're going to get there when I'm meant to. So, right now, I'm just going to pull from the Whispering Woods guidance deck to start this off, this video, this day off, with a little bit more clarity of direction. So we have 3 cards pulled, and we have resilient. Be resilient in everything that you do. Face the day with resilience. Face whatever obstacles come about in your day, whether it be from other people or whether it be from you, where you're having a hard time just getting through another fucking day. Whatever it is, know your mana, know your power, pull that up, let that rise within you to bring forth more resilience of self. Stay as strong as evergreen trees. You know, evergreen trees, I believe the way or the reason the needles stay as fresh looking or as green as they do for long periods of time is because the trunk or the stem of the tree, the spine of self, stays strong with that fluidity of water that comes up from the roots, and it stores it in its trunk and in its leaves to stay green for longer or more extensive periods of time. So let that be a reminder that your resilience will come with the flow of water that you allow within your body, the holding on to what is necessary within your body and the letting go of what is not. I see water energy as life energy, and so we want more life within us that creates the resilience that we're seeking. And the next card we got is the Night. That's where our dreams come from. That's where life comes from. In Hawaiian culture, po is night or evening, like the deepest parts of night, which is where we come from in our womb space. It's where creation is birthed from. The night. Find comfort in the night, where the world switches off and the stars burn bright. Yes, the light from the guiding stars of our universe are best seen when everything around is dark. So whatever you're going through, where you need that resilience, you need to draw from that well within you of water that's stored within you, of life that's stored within you. wherever you are in life right now, in this moment, whether it's facing depression, anxiety, or whatever the case may be, know that you're worthy of every ounce of love and patience and harmony and healing and wellness and all the abundance that Source can provide for you. Open up, receive those gifts of the universe. If you draw in the window curtains and you shut and lock in the door and you're shutting yourself off from opening your arms up to receive from divine sources, you're not going to be able to go out and look around you at the night sky and see the glory and the beauty and the profound, what is the word? You're not going to be able to see the magnificence and the magic that is there in the darkness, waiting for you to behold. The Knight card, it conjures up a lot. And the most important thing to remember is strength. You have the Strength card that is within you, that resilience, that strength that you're drawing from the deepest parts within you, the deepest spaces of night and of dark. Strength. When your roots are deep, you need not fear the storm. Stormy weather. There's been a lot of thunder, lightning, koila. There's been a lot of just energy within the earth. And I feel like when you stay grounded, when those roots run deep, you're able to draw that water source from the deepest parts, the most electrified, the most magical springs of the earth. And that rises up and nourishes your, what did it say? Be strong, stay as strong as evergreen trees in our resilience card. And as I likened your stem or your trunk to your spine energy, really drawing from the earth really helps raise your kundalini energy, your conscious energy. It helps align with divine in your spine, if you know what I mean. So yes, that's what we got. We got resilience, we have the Knight, and strength. I'm also going to draw from this creativity deck. I haven't actually been on camera with this, not here on YouTube. It took me a while to actually connect with this deck. But about a month or two ago, I finally was kind of opening up to using it on a daily basis. I've stopped for for about a week or two, I should say. And I usually go to the decks that draw me, the cards that draw me in, that Spirit's telling me there's a message here. And this is just reminding me just not to rush, not to try to overthink things. Let Spirit guide, let intuition guide. And I'm guided to this deck to reconnect because I feel like there is definitely a message here. So I'm going to gently, helicopter passing, gently clear this deck. Spirit says keep. So we shall keep that one. You know, it took me a while because the artistry of the deck was a little unique, and it's more based on these handcrafted tapestries. But there's so much like character and it's just a different art style than I'm usually drawn to, but there's so much layers to it because it is a tapestry. Clarity, guidance. Oh, we got, see, we're always pulling more than, it's like it comes hidden, but it just wants to be seen with the other. Innovation and partnership. So, the innovation card, let's take a look at this. The sun is depicted as a cat. Insightful, intuitive, spiritually truth-seeking. I see like cats can see in the night, in the night, right? They can see into the darkness, into the dark realm. They can sense, use all their senses to see what's beyond our physical sense of vision. But innovation is talking about have fun and experiment, inventing something that surprises and has never existed before. This is newness, utilizing the energy within yourself that creates and co-creates with Spirit, with divine energy. We're not here alone. We're not doing everything alone. There are things unseen, literally, on the other side of the veil that are rooting for us, that are there to guide us in the directions we need to go, not pushing us, but sort of gently directing us or posing the questions that need to be asked of self. So be open to that energy and have fun. Have fun doing this. Have fun just thinking of ways of being yourself and how that can create and manifest. Partnership. Maybe this is drawing in partnership or relationship with people that are vibrating on your same or similar frequencies. Once you have decided to walk your path in partnership, you must put the relationship first. So maybe your innovation is going to be drawing certain partnerships to you. It's important to be mindful of the connection that you have and to take these connections seriously, to commit to these connections for the allotment of time that is meant for them to be. Just know that as you have fun experimenting and being yourself and co-creating and being the magician in your world, manifesting what you desire, creating, painting, doing things that you enjoy like hobbies, as you create that energy, it's going to draw people to you, and you just have to be mindful and commit to that energy. Hopefully that makes sense. I feel like I kind of went off topic or what I was originally going to say, which is funny. My blind ass, I can't even see it, but I said original and my eyes were reading this at the same time. Originality. Feel lighthearted and free while trusting that your unique way of doing things is the right way. I guess that's kind of essentially what I was saying. Yes. And again, I think we have leopard, cat energy. Trust the universe, trust the darkness around you from the night. Be resilient and be strong are the cards we were drawing. Okay. Mahalo for that energy. I feel like this is just the time where we just need to be simple, gentle with ourselves. We don't need to make things more complex and complicated and confusing. Like, there's so much going on in the world right now. There's so much politically, in religious aspects. There's so much going on in a physical sense. That obviously stems from the spiritual sense. Like, we're all bringing this energy forth every single day that we are alive. So why not bring the best energy forth? Because that projects onto everyone else that you either intentionally or unintentionally or knowingly or unknowingly come across. Whatever you put out there is going to be received in one way or another by other people or by creation, because everything is energy. So why not be mindful of what you put out there, but be gentle with yourself. Be at peace with your learning process. Be at peace with whatever lessons come about, and be resilient towards facing those lessons, towards, just be resilient, but also have fun, like it said in the innovation card. Have fun and experiment with your energy and how it mixes, how it creates with divine energy. Feel lighthearted and free. And I feel like that is definitely where I'm coming from, which is why I'm being gentler. I'm taking my time. I'm not trying to rush through and I got on earlier because I had so much that I wanted to share, and I was coming, my mind was going, and I just wanted to hop on and spew this forth. But so many distractions and things were coming up, and it was reminding me, patience. Take some deep breaths. Be grateful. Be joyful. Be lighthearted. Be gentle with yourself. Don't rush, because what is meant will always be, and there's a reason for everything. And the time isn't now. When you start to rush and you're like, oh, I just want to get this done, I want to get this out there, and I have so many good ideas and blah, 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 blah. You're getting in your own way. You're getting in your own way. You're tripping yourself up. You're not going with the flow. You're just trying to doggy. Oh, you're starting to panic that it's not gonna work out the way that you were anticipating or that you envisioned it to work out. So then you start getting more short with people around you. You start becoming more impatient. You start allowing those feelings of failure or not being successful, not being productive with your time. Like, you start letting all of these doubts and these worries and these emotions manifest in your actions and in your reactions. And Spirit just was like, girl, it's okay. Take a motherfucking chill pill. Take a chill pill. The day isn't going anywhere if you get in your own way. But it will flow as it's meant to flow in the time it's meant to flow. If you take a moment, take a breath, and allow me to guide. So that's what I'm doing, and that's where I'm at today. That's where the energy is. Simple. We have full moon energy, so there's a lot to be done, but I was also thinking that we're not guaranteed any given day, and we know this, right? We're not guaranteed any given moment in our lives. So why know that and still function on this rat race mentality of I gotta get things done, and oh, I'm supposed to be doing this and that? How do you know? Are you tapped in? Are you tuned in? Do you have static all up through your body, or are you presenting yourself with clarity? You know, you don't want to tune into a radio station. You could barely motherfucking hear it. You're like, what, huh? I can't. It's too much going on. Breathe, drink your water. I mean, in my case, I'm drinking coffee. But yes, allow the connection with spirit to clarify these spaces within and to get rid of the static so that you can come forth clearly. You can present yourself clearly for those that are meant to be present and hear the message. So anyway, I don't know if I'm making sense. Obviously, I don't script this. But it's funny that I said that because I just got this notebook, this journal, and I oftentimes get inspired. Look, I already started on the first page. I often get inspired to, utilize a notebook or composition book or some kind of journal to really write my ideas, my dreams, my affirmations down. And I used to do that when I was younger. And I just fell out of doing that because sometimes we scare ourselves with what is spoken. And we read our shit back and you're like, girl, where was you coming from? Because this shit ain't healthy. Or, girl, like, you really tripping. But it's good to see the growth process and go into it initially with the clarity. That's why I mentioned that earlier. Like, really put yourself in a position to listen. Put yourself in a position to listen to the Most High. Because then what you write as your experiences, your ideas, your dreams, whatever, is coming from a place of clarity. And you're not going to look back like, girl, surprise, like, ooh, who was I? You're going to know because you're going through this journey with yourself. So anyway, I got that journal because I want to really just start being more clear with myself. And yeah, that's the beauty of the processing of higher and lower self, of being human, the processing of experiencing this life in this physical realm to prepare yourself for the next step, the transition into beyond. So let's get a little bit more guidance for you guys out there. I think I'm gonna go with, this deck is staring at me like, girl, if you don't pick my ass up. Let's clear this deck. And whatever. All right, let's. Water. For some reason, Cancer is coming up. And I said I was going to roll the dice, but I'm just going with the flow. So maybe I'll roll the dice after I pull. But Cancer is being brought up, so maybe this message is for a Cancer out there. Okay. Any clarity for this card? Mahalo. Cancer. Elder. We got the Elder card. Maybe there's wisdom in self-recognition. Maybe there's wisdom to be shared. Let's see what this card is about, the Elder card. Maybe you're feeling aged, tired. And remember, I said now is the time to shift your perspective. So instead of feeling tired and worn out, the time that you have to continue to receive the knowledge that brings forth the wisdom from the experiences you go through. So, Elder, this card. This card means confidence, entering your power, standing strong. Yes, we did get the resilience and the energy cards from the Whispering Woods deck. So keep that in mind as well. This is just flowing all together. But this is about being a leader, stepping into the light. Let your truth be heard and felt by others. Make a stand in life. You carry deep inner wisdom. You are a teacher and a leader in the deepest sense of the words. You are a beacon for others. You are the light is within you. It's in all of us because the light is the source energy from which we came, and we were born from this spark, this incredible spark of divine life and divine light. It's always within us. Don't let the experiences of life dim that. Remember who the fuck you are. Remember, you're an old soul. You're coming with this internal wisdom that needs to be shared. So maybe for my Cancers out there, I mean, I resonate with this because we're all going to resonate with some form of truth, whatever is meant to be heard. We're all born, obviously, with different birth charts and whatnot, and different things that are pulling at different times, depending on the now. But I'm feeling like this is a reminder for the water sign of Cancer that may be in your chart somewhere, to go with the flow, let intuition guide, let your inner wisdom and inner light be the beacon for self and for others. So mahalo for that energy, Spirit. Mahalo. Let's pull another card. I'm feeling earth, red earth. So this may be for my earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm seeing like Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon. Clarity. So we got Wounded Healer and the Trickster card. So maybe for my earth signs, we're talking about, yes, internally, we are a healer. I like to say heal her inner child. I mean, that's just pertaining to how I like to reflect upon myself. I identify, obviously, with the pronoun her. And if you are out there and, you know, you identify differently, just take it as your divine feminine, your inner feminine is reaching out to be healed. And you want to heal her, whether you're a man or woman or whatever you identify as. I feel like I just need to put that out there. But this is a time for us to heal ourselves. And sometimes the healer needs healing. So recognize that, understand that, be okay with that. Delve into the spaces of self, the shadows within self that need to be looked at. You know, the elder energy within you that's pulling that inner wisdom, that is the beacon for self and for others, remember. So with self, remember to go in, remember to take the time, remember to kiss every part of you that needs love. Yes, that's what I'm feeling from this card. And the Trickster is essentially saying, like, don't take everything for face value. Situations that we might find ourselves in that may be discouraging, might be conjuring up or drawing a sense of resentment or disappointment or whatever negative emotions or energies are tied to the situation. Don't view it like that. Look at the situation deeper, because some situations and scenarios might trick your mind into thinking, oh, this is the worst thing that could ever happen to me, but it really isn't, because there's always a lesson in everything, in every experience. So look a little bit closer within these scenarios, experiences, situations that come up. Look a little bit beyond the surface, because there may be a pearl or gold or some sort of gem of wisdom that we are in need of. You know, they're going deeper into the night, going deeper into the dark. You might find the light of the stars. You might find the light of the moon, the full moon, that guides you through those dark times. So the Trickster energy, like I said, I'm kind of feeling this is for my earth signs. If that resonates with you, take it as it is meant, as spirit is telling you. Let's pull another card. Let's see. Let's see. Clarity for all today. Reminders. Ooh, okay. So, the card that came out. Peace Pipe. Peace Pipe for everyone to really take this journey of self, of diving into self, diving into the shadow spaces, and be at peace with whatever is uncovered, with whatever is discovered, because those are the starting points for new chapters, new beginnings, for those things that come up that need to be detoxed, cleansed from your spaces, are necessary for you to grow. Be at peace with them. Let's see what Peace Pipe in this book is referring to. Heal old wounds with people and situations. Carefully do whatever you need to do to make amends. Forgive yourself and forgive others. Be at peace with self, with the situations that come up, that might arise, that maybe you're not feeling the most patient with. You're not feeling the most loving energy coming from yourself. You're not projecting the most loving energy, you know. Be at peace with the experience. Be at peace with self. You no longer need to carry the burden It's time. You are a mender. You are literally healing the wounds. You are healing that inner child, that inner self. You are lifting that lower self and reaching for higher self, higher heights. In native traditions, sharing a peace pipe filled with sacred tobacco and herbs was a way of finding common ground. Ho'oponopono comes to mind in Hawaiian culture. That's a process, that's a practice of laying out whatever has disturbed the peace between two people or disturbed the relationship with self and with others. So yeah, I'm seeing ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono with whatever it is that you were meant to, because I'm seeing it could be a person, it could be a situation, it could be an internal feeling. To be at peace with that is the message for now. Yeah, it was a way of finding common ground and dropping discord, dropping your resentments, your jealousies, your anger, your frustration with, your comparison to, your competition with. Like, it's just all that bullshit, all that discord, all that unease that causes dis-ease. Drop it, release it, surrender it to the universe. Allow source energy to convert, to transition, to transmute that into peace. It's just better to drop everything and leave. There are also times to be careful and mend bridges with people, situations, and places. This is the time to be on the mending, on the healing journey of self, being a healer to your divine feminine energy. Okay, I'm feeling one more card. Let's see where it's going. Mahalo, ancestors. That rootedness, that groundedness to self as that tall, strong, resilient evergreen, reaching into the depths and drawing from your roots the water, the vibe, the life that flows up your spine, up your trunk to the center, to give you insight, to give you intuition, to give you wisdom of the elder. Yeah. And to bring clarity and peace to self and to your relationships with others. You draw that from the energies of your ancestors. Yes, I feel that. Mahalo. I'm going to roll the dice and see what we get, because the next deck that Spirit compels me to truth seek from, that's about how many cards I'll draw. Okay, so the next deck, 5 cards, and then the deck after that too. So I know what 2 decks. So the first deck is going to be the creativity deck. Spirit's calling me reconnect with your creativity. Pull from this deck. Magician, create. Mahalo for being here with me. Ooh, 2. 4, 5. Mahalo nui. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, so we have beliefs. Look at this card. We all have certain beliefs that help us or can trap us and keep us from moving forward towards creative solutions. And that's that trickster card. You know, just be careful what you believe of a situation, of an experience. Take time to think a little bit more about what you believe in and whether that's helping or hindering your forward movements towards solving whatever issues might be coming up or whatever issues lie within you. And that might take some communication. Communication. Did we not get partnership? Yeah, we got partnership early. So partnership with higher and lower self. Partnership in the literal sense of speaking to your partner, speaking to your friends, speaking to the connections that need work on. Remember, that are wounded. Communication, the clarity, interactivity, and timing of communications is critical. So be mindful of what you speak. Let it be truth, but also take the time to understand your beliefs on a matter, perhaps, and how to formulate those beliefs through communication with self and with others. Again, and this is on the Wounded Healer card as well. Wounded Healer, wounds. Withheld support from the past can cause low self-esteem and cripples actions. Don't get too deep in your head. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Don't overanalyze, don't overthink things. Just let things flow. Let it go, let it flow, and let yourself grow from the experiences. Yes, you can take some time to be more mindful of your beliefs and how you communicate them, so that you can look into the wounds that have been created or are existent within yourself and heal from that, in order to come forth with a little bit more clarity, a little bit more, I want to say polished. The word polished is what we need to draw from. Clean, polish, like clean out, scrub, clean out those wounds in order for them to heal properly. We have don't overthink. Trickster card. Looking at a situation, yeah. Seeing it for what it is, yeah. And we have the card analyze. Your time is well spent analyzing, but only up to where you become too attached to any particular outcome. So once you start feeling like, well, I've done all of this to prepare myself for that, and so yeah, I want this outcome, you're going to get in your way, like we were talking about earlier. When you do that, you start tripping up yourself. So analyze your situation, analyze your experiences, only to the point where you understand your intentions, you understand your desires, you know what you want to manifest, but let things flow. Otherwise, you're going to trip yourself up and get in your own way. And the last card we have is confidence. A tiger strutting their stuff because they know who they are and they walk with purpose. They walk with sight through the night, yeah? Know and feel this affirmation beyond a doubt. And here's the affirmation. I am all that I need to get what I want. Amen. Mahalo. Yes. Believe it. Trust it. You can take time to analyze your beliefs, to look into them, to communicate them to self and to whoever it's meant to be communicated to. But make sure that you're doing the shadow work to heal the wounds. You know, we needed this. I needed to connect to this deck again. So, mahalo Spirit for guiding. We also, on the dice, we had gotten 2. So the next deck that I'm going to draw from is going to be Native Heart. And I'm going to draw 2 cards. Willing, Spirit willing. I don't know, when you have a bigger deck or a thicker, like more, a deck with more cards, it's just weird holding one that's smaller because you're like, am I missing something? Sometimes I am, and they end up all over the place, and that's really just a sign. It's like they're meant to be tucked away and pop up when they're needed to be found. So I try not to do that too often because I want to keep all my stuff organized, but sometimes I'm like, damn, how'd this slip out? Okay, we got this one, Mahalo Nui, the 2 that I need, and we got Heart Chakra. Wow. The 4 directions. Where are you drawing this energy from? The 4 directions. Most energy coming from the Heart Chakra, the emotion center. Let me see. I'm going to read from the book. We have 22 and 38. We're getting 11 energy from this. The 4 directions card speaks on weighing your options, making a new plan, having a combined approach. The 4 directions, north, east, south, west. Each holds a different perspective, learning, and journey within the circle of life that is also known as the medicine wheel. Each direction holds a power that reflects the 4 great powers within your center. So the north holds wisdom, the east has illumination, the south is innocence, and the west brings introspection. It is important to note that you carry each direction within that heart chakra, within that center. They are your perceptions, your mirror, mindful mirror talk, to viewing your world, and thus are reflected within your everyday life. This is definitely tying it all together. This mandala calls you to become the quester of your life. Seek within, and you will discover perceptions, visions, and ways of being you may not have explored. That's what we doing here, girl. Man, like this is why you're here. This is why I'm here. So let it all tie together by just surrendering to the flow of whatever is meant to be heard, because it's definitely the directions. All directions come together to form your purpose of centering yourself, aligning yourself with source energy. The journey upon the red road, and I was saying that I visualized red, like red earth, Grand Canyon, earth energy, right? It's saying here, the journey upon the red road, the path you walk upon this earth, is not one of comfort. It ain't gonna be easy. It's hot up in that desert. It's hot up in these hills. It's hot up on this path, alone sometimes. Or in the distance, you might see other travelers ahead or behind, you know. You might be thirsty and tired, exhausted. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be comfortable. If you're not taking the opportunity to do so, to really be on that path to peace, that peace pipe energy, that harmony, that balance, direction, then let this be the sign that now's the time to do so. Tap in, tune into yourself, and that shall rise within you. You will be strong in situations. You're going to be like, how the hell did I get through that? Oh my gosh. That was a lot. The journey, you know, the path is not going to be comfortable. You have all the tools needed to succeed on this journey. Believe it and trust it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Mahalo. I'm going to close this out. Hopefully you resonated with this truth seeking today. And yeah, I trust that you guys are guided, protected in abundance of love, life, healing, happiness, compassion, divine abundance of higher frequencies. Yes, like I affirm these things for self as well as for you. So until I see you in the next video, may you walk this path forward with resilience and strength so that you may harvest all that is meant for you. You are worthy. But yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Love, light, and always aloha.